Thank you everyone for joining us for the Future Ready Education Summit. We have amongst us Serena Sacks-Mandel, Global CTO for Education at Microsoft, to share her perspectives on how we are seeing education transform across the world. We are calling it Edu 5.0, and we will discuss how India can prepare for and accelerate this transformation across the country. Welcome, Serena.
Thank you, Bhaskar. I'm so happy to be here.
India is a country of 100 million plus K-12 students, more than 1.5 million K-12 schools, 35,000 higher education institutions spread across multiple languages across so many states. Democratization of technology and its scale is clearly a very clear imperative. We're seeing many states like Gujarat, Sikkim, etc. leveraging technology to really reach and connect with the last student at the last mile. Many open state universities are now thinking of leveraging teams to reach the last mile student and deliver effective student learning outcomes and quality education. Serena, technologies like Teams are truly helping bridge the digital divide here in India. We saw the last 2 years bring about a huge transformation for education, not just in India, but even globally. What do you think are the top 4 global trends in education that you're seeing from customers, and what do you think is the role that technology has to play here in India?
So first of all, I am so excited about the changes that India has implemented to deliver education to every single student in the country leveraging technology. It's just inspirational what the government of India has decided to do, and I think it's going to work so well. So technology is so important to education, and it's just been so inspirational to see the policies adopted by the Indian government to reach every single student and leveraging technology to get to that last mile. Let me talk about the 4 things that I'm seeing globally, and these also are the same for India. First of all, learner well-being. We're seeing stress, we're seeing anxiety from students and teachers, and so it's become a problem that the humans need to address, teachers to students. And technology can help with that. We have some tools that we can help with, but we have to be very aware of the stress in the system from social distancing and then coming back together. And then coupled with that have been staffing shortages. We're seeing that pervasively throughout the world. Teachers have dropped out of the profession, and there aren't enough teachers replacing them. So that's a role that technology can help bridge that gap and help amplify the reach of the teacher. Equity gaps. So this is also a worldwide phenomenon. We understand, and governments understand, that it is critical to reach every single student regardless of their ability to pay for school. But how do we do that? It takes money to pay for technology, and we don't have enough teachers. How do we fill that equity gap? And once again, technology can come to the rescue. Hybrid learning. So we're forced into remote and hybrid learning during the pandemic, and people complain that it may not have been done well, but it isn't the tool, it's how the tool was used. So hybrid learning is not going away. Now we're going to learn how to use it well and amplify teachers and help students. Virtual school is not going away, but neither is brick and mortar. Students still need to socialize, they still need to come to school, but there's going to be more of a blending. If you can't come to school, you can still learn. Not being in the classroom will not be a barrier to learning. So hybrid is here to stay.
In India, we're seeing policy being shaped and sharpened to truly democratize technology. And this is to be done for scale and truly in making education more outcome-based. The NEP 2020 urges schools and HED institutions to rethink education and leverage technology for improving student learning outcomes. We have partnered with bodies like AICTE and NASSCOM to train 1 million plus students on the latest technologies. And many states are now adopting these to drive teaching and student learning outcomes. Serena, you bring a great experience and expertise having worked with the industry and schools across the world. You obviously have great insights and perspectives to share, having spoken to students and learning communities from across the world. In your view, from an India perspective, how can state governments, K-12 leaders and HED institutions make Education 5.0 a reality and more outcome-oriented?
So thank you for asking that. Outcomes are so important, and we should focus on mastery of curriculum and competency versus grades. So every student can achieve competency. And that's what the goal of education should be, to help students learn the content material. And the NEP 2020 to democratize education for India is very lofty and wonderful. I think that will lift up the society and make a huge contribution to the world. The last mile is really the challenge. There's so many rural communities and they speak such a multitude of languages, but technology can help with those things. So we want to be very aware of students' individual abilities and serve all students, regardless of their ability to pay, their income, their language, their learning ability, their location, and their identity. So equity is really about meeting all needs of students, no matter where they are, what language they speak, and their backgrounds. If we can educate every student, we can get the most out of them, and they can get the most out of their lives. So Microsoft has an equity framework, and our tools are designed to address the challenges we just saw. So they're inclusively designed from a software perspective, from a hardware perspective, from security. They help accelerate learning. So Microsoft has invested in AI tools that help literacy, help math competency, help students with disabilities such as dyslexia and hearing and sight impairment. We also have tools that foster well-being, that help students feel safe, secure, and capable. So the suite of Microsoft tools supports that equity framework to reach every student wherever they are.
Serena, India is known for innovation, and specifically in the edtech space. India, in fact, is the second largest edtech hub across the world. Innovation has been key to making education for all truly real. Innovation, think about it, is about creating content, in the delivery of this content, in the consumption of content. And imagine that technology can truly transform this entire cycle of true education content. How do you think Microsoft can truly fuel this innovation and in making India and its students truly future ready?
Absolutely. I love the focus on innovation. Microsoft provides the platform for innovation, but educational technology firms take advantage of that platform and bring the technology out to individual students to meet specific needs. So I'm excited about the level of educational technology firms in India, and I would love to help them scale globally. If you can be successful in India with the diversity and the scale, I'm sure that we can adapt those to other areas within the world. So Microsoft provides the platforms, the most comprehensive platforms for a unified experience for our teachers and learners. One unified software platform to deliver all of the content and accessibility that is needed. Learning tools that are built for those students, immersive readers, translating, math solver, reading progress, it goes on what Microsoft has done to invest in teaching and learning. And then innovative devices that leverage handwriting and recognition, the best in the industry. And security. You can't have any of this unless you have identity management, access security, privacy. It's a foundation that we can feel comfortable about building upon to build our innovative solutions. So I'm very proud of the end-to-end capabilities of Microsoft, which are the greatest of any organization in the world.
Thank you again, Serena. This was absolutely inspirational. I personally learned a lot, and I'm really inspired as to how you and the entire team from the Worldwide CTO organization is truly looking at driving outcomes on education. Once again, on behalf of the India team, thank you for joining the Microsoft Future Ready Education Summit 22, brought to you in partnership with etgovernment.com.
Bhaskar, it's been such a pleasure talking with you. I'm so happy to be here in India and be able to do this with you live. I'm sorry I can't be at the conference in person, but I'm here in spirit.